kind of thing out typically. I don't typically do a running thing on budgets though. Usually it's a year to year. And when we file the report with the state of Illinois, if as a whole you're over budget, then there has to be an explanation as to why. It could be anything from a bridge failure and maybe you had unexpected costs, something like that.
All right, and I know.
Sorry, I pointed at you about bridge failure, but that was a pretty good one considering what you're talking about.
So I know at least last year we retained your services, and this year, so do you look at from year to year that you guys have done the audit to see have we corrected things that you suggested in the previous year?
We try to, yes.
So do you?
Okay.
Oh, no, pardon me.
Thank you. Any other questions?
I have a question.
No, ma'am.
Are you talking-
I'm sorry, the public sector's over.
Oh, okay. I
This
thought
is
you
just a
meant-
board meeting. No problem. Does anybody else have any other, of the board, anybody else have any questions of Dean?
I do. It was brought up before about the people who keep their self-records of the time they work, that they just put an X there and not the number of hours. We talked about that before. Now, does that have anything to do with our audit or
Well, it has to
our
do with your,
reputation or keeping the books, or that it should be kept in hours instead of check marks?
I think
When
it
it
has,
says hours,
I think it has to do with whatever procedures the board would like to have done for their assurance. So if you want an employee to clock in and have, they work from 7:30 to 4:30 or something like that, that would be something that I think,
well, it was brought up before, and you was, one of you suggested that they put hours, and I don't remember, years ago, it used to be hours, but I don't know if the paperwork still has hours on the sheet or not. But there's-
so it could be.
It's kind of hard to keep when somebody's on vacation or what they're doing, or how many hours that they took off for sickness, short day or something.
Well, it could be a matter of setting up a new
The only
form.
thing I says, does it have anything to reflect with our audit, or with our position with the state in our audit?
Does it? No.
Anything else, Tom? Okay, then I make a motion, we go ahead and approve the financial report dated March 31st, 2017.
So I'd like to move that we postpone this till next month so that the draft copy can be available for public viewing for 30 days in the township office.
Right now, we have a motion on the floor, so we either gotta vote on it, or it's gotta be pulled for you to put your motion on, my understanding.
Well, by tabling it, that takes precedent over the initial motion.
So, did you make a motion to that?
Yeah, so I'm motioning that we table passing of the audit until next month's meeting to allow for public viewing at the township office.
Is there a second to that motion?
Here we go again.
No second, motion dies. We have a motion on the floor and second to accept the financial report as given by Dean. Krupa.
Aye.
Holmes.
Aye.
Stookey. Aye. Bagley.
No.
Parker.
Aye.
Motion passed.
All right, the last thing of the IMRF that is going to be tabled at this point in time. Based upon that, I would make a motion we adjourn.
I have a question first before we adjourn. So in regards to Stookey Park, a number of residents have asked where the picnic tables have gone. I did send correspondence to all the trustees, and I only got one response that they were locked up possibly due to vandalism.
The picnic tables are in the shed until we can find a spot to put them because of the vandalism that the people that were sitting on them was causing. They were trashing, writing stuff on the walls, etc.
All right.
So right now, they are in the shed until we can find a proper place for them.
And where, I mean, it's the park.
But there's actually 3 benches now in the playground, so there are benches in the park.
but, you know, these tables were donated by the Boy Scouts. This is the,
I understand that, okay? The tables were moved because of vandalism.
I understand.
Loitering, all right? Because we had a fire in the bathroom, so I want to make sure that we're going to get rid of that stuff and we can find a proper place to put them. I understand that the Boy Scouts did it, and I'm grateful for them.
All
They
right.
did the other 3 benches too.
so it was a police report filed about the vandalism.
No, if you've gone out there and looked at all the graffiti on the benches, all the trash that's around it.
I have.
the
I
stuff-
frequent the park.
Okay.
So my, you know, again, why are we not filling out a police report when stuff's vandalized? You know, if we have so much vandalism out there, why are we not installing cameras out there so that we can provide evidence for the sheriff's department to arrest those folks and charge them?
They'll steal the camera.
That's not, you know, it's
Mr.
part,
Bagby, Mr. Bagby, I've been monitoring that park for 13 years. How long you been monitoring it? For about 2 months?
no, sir, since it's been built.
All right. I've never heard anything from you in 13 years. Not one thing.
All right.
Okay, so therefore, I think the park's operating pretty smoothly. What else you got?
Okay, well, I can show you pictures right now of, there's no toilet paper.
Let me ask you this, if you found there was.
Excuse me, sir.
Why didn't you?
I have the floor.
Why didn't you-
I will not deal with your bullying. I have the floor. Now, I have pictures from the day. There was no toilet paper in the bathrooms. The bathrooms were destroyed. The grass was calf high. We have somebody paid right now to cut the grass and maintain the park. Is that not correct?
That is correct.
Is there a job description of what his duties are?
He's responsible for that, correct.
Is there a job description that you can make available to the board by the end of the week of what his duties are? Yes or no?
I'm not gonna make it because the board members know. What else you got?
I asked you the question, yes or
You said
no? So you're not gonna provide a job description?
If you want to know what the guy's supposed to do, I'll feel free to call me and talk to you.
Well, I emailed you about where the tables were and you did not respond to that. Also, last month I brought up about the playground tiles being separated, and that's a major liability. When is that gonna get fixed? You mentioned there was money in the budget for that and you would
know
take
what?
care of it.
I've contacted the manufacturer. Unfortunately, the warranty's out, so it's gonna be up to us to pay for it.
Yes, I
So
understand
that's
that.
in the works. It'll get done.
Okay, when can we expect a estimate of the work that the cost would be?
As
and-
soon as the manufacturer can get it fixed. It's the second time I've done this in 13 years.
Okay, again, can we have, by next meeting, can we have a cost estimate for that to be repaired?
No promises. What else you got?
No promise.
No promise, so children's safety is not important?
You said that, I didn't say. it.
Well, we should make that a priority.
Okay. What else you got?
That's it.
All right.
I want to elaborate on something. You asked me about what the state would do about all the cleaning lots. The procedure that I read in our manual, that maybe we may be out of little place, is that we're supposed to send a 7-day notice to the people, and if they don't clean it up within a 7-day period, the township has a right to go in there and clean it up and file a lien on the property. That's the law, that's the power we have.
Are we doing that?
Huh?
Are we doing that?
I'm just telling you what the power is, I don't know. All I know, we're paying somebody to cut it. I had a
All in
lien cutter.
favor? Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it.
This is a farce. This meeting is an absolute farce.